Good morning, children. Today we are going to start a new chapter, Coordinate Geometry, and here we'll see part 1. First, let us recollect some of the points that we have learned in class 9 related to coordinate geometry. We have seen how to locate the position of a point on a plane. For this, we require a pair of mutually perpendicular lines which are also known as the coordinate axis. The horizontal line is known as the x-axis and the vertical line is known as the y-axis. We know the intersection point of the coordinate axis is also known as origin. The distance of a point from the y-axis is called its x-coordinate or abscissa, and the distance of a point from the x-axis is called y-coordinate or ordinate. We have seen that the coordinates of a point on the x-axis are of the form x, 0 and the point on y-axis are of the form 0, y. We have also learnt about plotting of points in a plane when the coordinates are given. Also, we have seen that a linear equation in two variables when represented graphically gives a straight line. Here we can see the horizontal line as x-axis, the vertical line as y-axis, and the four parts which is named as quadrant, and in the first quadrant we have positive, positive, and second quadrant we have negative, positive, third quadrant negative, negative, and the fourth quadrant positive, negative. In this chapter, we will see how can we find the distance between 2 points when the coordinates are given using distance formula. We will also find the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment joining two given points in a given ratio using section formula. And finally, we will learn about the method of finding the area of triangle in terms of coordinates of its vertices using area of the triangle formula. Distance between 2 points. The distance between any 2 points in a plane is the length of the line segment joining them. So, the distance between 2 points P x1, y1 and Q x2, y2 is given by square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, that is difference of their abscissa whole square plus difference of their ordinates square. In particular, the distance of a point P x, y from the origin O 0, 0 is given by OP is equal to square root of x square plus y square. Let us see some examples. First question. Find the distance between the following pair of points 2, 3 and 4, 1. Here we are going to apply the distance formula, that is square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. We can subtract the x coordinates and square it. Again subtract the y coordinates and square it. Add all those. So here it will be 2 minus 4 the whole square plus 3 minus 1 the whole square, which will be negative 2 whole square plus 2 square, which is equal to root of 4 plus 4 equal to root 8, which when simplified will be 2 root 2, which is the distance between the 2 points. For solving the problems, we can make use of some of the important results. We can see negative a minus b whole square is the same as a plus b whole square, as we can see negative for a and b, taking negative outside and squaring, automatically it becomes positive. So minus a minus b whole square is equal to a plus b whole square. Now if we are given 3 points a, b and c, we can say the points are collinear if AB plus BC is equal to AC. That is, sum of length of two smaller sides will be equal to length of the larger side. Once we learn area of the triangle in this chapter, we can also make use of the formula area of the triangle equal to 0 to prove the points are collinear or not. In order to prove that a given figure is an isosceles triangle, we will prove any two sides are equal with the help of distance formula. To prove isosceles right triangle, we prove any two sides are equal and then the Pythagoras property should be applied. To prove the given quadrilateral is a parallelogram, we have to apply opposite sides are equal. That means find the length of all the four sides and then prove opposite sides are equal. To prove it is a square, prove all the sides are equal and diagonals are also equal. To make it a rectangle, prove opposite sides are equal and diagonals are equal. To prove it as a rhombus, we have to prove all sides are equal and diagonals are not equal. Let us start with exercise problem 7.1 in page number 161. First question. Find the distance between the following pair of points a, b and negative a, negative b. We know distance formula is square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. That is, subtract the x coordinates and square it, and subtract the y coordinates and square it and add both. Here it will be a minus negative a whole square plus b minus negative b whole square. A minus negative a, when we change the sign, it will become a plus a, which is 2a. So our answer will be square root of 2a whole square plus 2b whole square, which is equal to square root of 4a square plus 4b square. Taking 4 as common, our answer will be square root of 4 into a square plus b square. The final answer is 2 into square root of a square plus b square. Question number 3. Determine if the points 1, 5, 2, 3 and negative 2, negative 11 are collinear. If all the points lie on the same line, we call their points are collinear. Here, let us name the points 1, 5 as A, 2, 3 as B and negative 2, negative 11 as C. Let us find the distance between the first two points, that is A and B. So, distance AB is equal to 2 minus 1 whole square plus 3 minus 5 whole square, which is equal to square root of 1 square plus negative 2 square equal to square root of 1 plus 4 equal to root 5. Now taking the points B and C, the distance BC is equal to negative 2 minus 2 whole square plus negative 11 minus 3 whole square equal to square root of negative 4 square plus negative 14 square, which is root of 16 plus 196 equal to root of 212. Now the distance between the points A and C, that is distance AC is equal to negative 2 minus 1 whole square plus negative 11 minus 5 the whole square, which will be square root of negative 3 square plus negative 16 square equal to root of 9 plus 256 equal to root of 265. Here we can take the two smaller sides as root 5 and root 212. When we add, we are able to see it is not equal to 265, and therefore we can say the points are not collinear. Question number 4. Check whether 5, negative 2, 6, 4 and 7, negative 2 are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. We need to prove it is an isosceles triangle or not. So let us take the point A as 5, negative 2, B as 6, 4 and C 7, negative 2. The distance AB is equal to 6 minus 5 whole square plus 4 minus negative 2 whole square, which is equal to square root of 1 square plus 6 square, which is root of 1 plus 36 equal to root 37. Next, distance BC is equal to 7 root of 7 minus 6 whole square plus negative 2 minus 4 the whole square. Again, it will be square root of 1 square plus negative 6 square equal to square root of 1 plus 36 equal to root 37. And finally, the distance AC is equal to, take the coordinates of A and C, subtract the x coordinates, square it, subtract the y coordinates and square it, add both. We can take it as 7 minus 5 whole square plus negative 2 minus negative 2 whole square, which is equal to square root of 2 square plus 0 square equal to root of 4 equal to 2. Here the two sides AB and BC are equal. Therefore, we can say the points are vertices of an isosceles triangle. Based on the previous exercise questions and the example questions, you can do the assignment question 1, 2, 3 and 4. Thank you.